In this video, I'm going to give a very casual overview of the different categories of helmets. So once you figure out what kind of driver and driving style you're doing and you compare that to the helmet category, you can start to narrow down what sort of helmet that you might want to get. There's 5 main categories of helmets that I'm going to talk about today. There's the road helmet, the modular helmet, the dual sport helmet, the off-road helmet, and the 3/4 helmet. So to start with, I'm going to go from the heaviest to the lightest category. Our weight is really important. When you're on a motorbike and you have a lot of weight on your head, that gets uncomfortable over time, and it's often not talked about when you're looking for helmets. So starting at the heaviest end of the range is the modular helmet. Now this is a helmet that tends to come with all of the bells and whistles and added features. They're very popular. The chin bar pops up like this, so when you pull over to the side of a road, you don't necessarily have to take the helmet off. You have some airflow coming in the front, you can have a cigarette, you can talk to your friends. They have a visor up here, they have little goggle things here for if it's sunny. Often they have comms inbuilt on them, but every single added feature that you see is adding weight. They also tend to be more expensive than all of the other sorts of helmets. What you're getting though is a road helmet that flips up for when you pull over on the side of a road. So you're getting maximum safety. You're also getting noise reduction. So when you're at high speeds, you're not getting lots of noise coming inside. So that's the advantages. These are very popular in the ADV or tourer community. There's a lot of technology going on in there, often inbuilt comms, being able to pop up your helmet, talk to your friends. All that kind of stuff is great, but you do need to realize how much extra weight you're carrying around on your head when you do get one of these helmets. Next up, you have a road helmet. This is what we're all used to. Really, they're designed for going on the road at high speeds, so you're not going to get much noise in there. Maximum safety. The airflow is limited on these compared to things like off-road helmets. You tend to have a narrow eye port for looking forwards. But if you're primarily doing long distance road journeys, then you should be looking at getting a road helmet. This is a 3/4 helmet. Obviously you're sacrificing the front safety, you've got no chin guard, but in terms of the rest of the helmet where you actually see a helmet, is basically the same safety as what you would see in a road helmet. Obviously there's no noise reduction, so if you start to pick up speed, you're going to get a lot of airflow going into your face. So you'll tend to see these sorts of helmets plodding around in the city, on scooters, that kind of thing. This is a dual sport helmet. It's basically an off-road helmet with a visor. So it has the large eye port. They're mostly lightweight, but obviously it has more weight added than an off-road helmet because of the visor. The visor is great on the road. It deflects the wind, gives some noise reduction. If it's raining, it's good to have a visor, but you can also use your off-road goggles if you want to do so. Now this is quite a good balance for a country like Vietnam that tends to be very hot. You're getting some of the road capabilities with the off-road capabilities, basically 50-50 down the middle. So this is an off-road helmet, and the key to these is they want to be saving weight. If you're going over bumps and jumps, you don't want a big heavy helmet on your head. Noise reduction is not important. The idea is good ventilation. When you're off-roading, it tends to be hot climates, you're not going that fast, you stop, start, and you want the best possible ventilation that you can get. So that's the focus of the off-road. Lightweight, good ventilation. You don't have any added features with these, it's just simply a helmet that's on your head. Once you figure out what kind of rider you are, you can narrow down the category of helmet that you need to get. There is no perfect helmet for all types of riding. So it is common and normal to have multiple helmets depending on the discipline that you're doing on that particular day. If you start to go down the compromise route of, say, a modular helmet where you can flip it up for airflow, or a dual sport helmet where you have an added visor of weight, you have to remember you're not getting the perfect helmet for your discipline, you're getting a compromise. So with all of these things considered, you can start to look what kind of helmet you might want to get.